You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These JET Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the JET Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
I don't know. We just came back from a fantastic trip for Jeanette's 50th birthday.
Yeah, that was a good trip. You know what? We've been to Florida plenty of times, but that was kind of one of the better ones, I'll say. You know, and we were, more relaxed, I'll say. Did a lot.
So I'm just going to say thank you for ladies for coming. I guess the cat's out the bag. I know I was at work and I was letting one of my coworkers know that I was turning 50. And so everybody was so shocked that I was turning 50. And so I guess the cat's out the bag that I am 50, but I keep saying 50 is the new 30. So
yeah, Jeanette, you look great for 50.
You don't look a day over 25.
You don't look.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you look 25 for sure. I no one could even believe it. So that was exciting, but they always say black don't crack, but you girl, you ain't cracked at all.
I think that we had a wonderful trip. I mean, our trip started out so wonderful. We flew American. And ladies, just tell the listeners what happened when we got on that flight at American and the hospitality we had on American.
Yeah, y'all know the insight of it. I just still got those biscotti though, so I just tell you that I got those. I ended up with them. So yeah, it was great. I mean, it was a pretty much an empty flight. We all had our own row. That was a plus on an American flight.
That was really nice
on a Saturday, on a Wednesday morning, which was like what.
And I enjoyed it. Was a great married couple flight attendants that showed us great customer service.
Yes.
They've been flying with American for 30 something years, and they were just so awesome.
Yeah, they were married 36 years.
Yeah. And
they had been flying since they got married. So they're probably close to 40 years have been with American Airlines. So they can pretty much pick their flights probably and they can travel together, which was crazy. And they really took care of us and took care of Jeanette on her birthday. And, we started off right, that morning, I got to say.
So the husband's name was Elio. And the wife's name was Karen. I think their base is here in Dallas. And they started, Elio came by and he sang me happy birthday. Then he brought me a cocktail. I asked him what was my favorite drink. I said a vodka tonic. And I told him my friends were on the flight with me. He said, okay, let me get your friends a drink. And he just gave us so much hospitality. They showed us around the plane and just talked to us and gave us drinks and
it was such a great experience. It was a great experience.
They gave us wings and everything. I've got these wings that I put on my
you put in your bag.
Diva bag and everything.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
I gotta go and find my. What did I do with my wings?
I don't know, because I know our other party, they put the wings right on their clothes right when we got on the plane.
Wings. I mean, Elio and Karen were absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
They just made the start of my birthday trip just wonderful.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to them. Shout out
to them. They were great. We'll post a picture with them, because we did take a picture on the plane and you can see how empty it was. But I almost said it was really first class service, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
It was first class service. And then from there, we were off and running, grabbed a car and I don't know, what did we do first? I don't even remember where we started.
Tell them about, we had a kind of crazy experience at picking up the car. We got the car with Ace, and we got the key and got in the car and got ready to drive out, but couldn't get out of the airport after we got the
keys. I didn't know where you were going with that. Oh yeah, that was really weird, because it was almost like they don't have their own like security gate, so they really
they had a car blocking there. It was ghetto.
I was like, how in the world can they and then the crazy part about, we trying to get out, we don't know where to go, and someone runs up from behind and they was like,
back the ghetto car up so that we can go through.
Yeah, that was the craziest thing.
Getting out the airport, driving out of the gate to get out of the airport. That's the only way you can get out. They have a car there just blocking you. So it was crazy.
Yeah, that was interesting. Just the whole experience at Ace, because they kind of threw in these extra rules that we rent cars often, but they were stating stuff like, oh, we have to charge you insurance and all these other things. We're like, no, we have insurance, it's covered. And they were like, oh, we have to charge you. And it was like, we want to see your insurance card. I never really had them, usually if we play with certain cards, they don't say anything, but they wanted to actually see your insurance card, which if you have my name and I tell you what company, even the police can just pop it in there and they like, you got insurance.
Okay. So this is this disclaimer. When you travel, if you want to do Ace,
that car was cheap though. That car was like $2. How much was that car? That car was cheap.
It was $100 for 3 days. But that's one thing that is one thing to know. If they try to push insurance off on you, continue to decline the insurance and try to show them your insurance, because we would have paid probably $100 more if we had continued to decline the insurance.
Yeah, because I think it was going to be like $30 a day or something like that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. The Airbnb was nice, I'll have to say. We had a little adventure getting there. I think we maybe have gone to somebody else's Airbnb, not even somebody's house. I think we were even trying to get through the gate. I'm glad we were alive.
Oh my God.
We always have adventures on all of our trips. I'm usually not the Airbnb person. That's usually Yvette. And so I was the person, and I asked Yvette. I said, Yvette, come on, you're the Airbnb. I'm gonna give you the information. And she was just like, okay, you handle it this time. It's your birthday trip. And I got the wrong address. I looked at the wrong spot to get the address, and we were in the wrong spot. We almost ended up at the wrong place, and you don't want to end up at the wrong place.
You said
almost we were at the wrong place. And it was a place where it was gated, and you had to have a code to get in. And we was putting in the code for our real Airbnb, trying to get in there, and it didn't work. It was just a mess.
But what was so funny is the actual owners kept pulling up behind us, and we went back out and let them go in, and they never said, "What the heck are you doing at our house?" But and then it was kind of like this really scathy area that we went to just to even get to the house.
Like, this can't be where we supposed to go. I don't know. We may not want to have Jeanette book our Airbnb.
No. I don't know.
I can book it, but I'm gonna let Yvette continue to be the Airbnb leader of our group.
But I mean, for the deal that you got, and such short time frame.
Yeah.
really good though. That was pretty good. I never did check to make sure that they returned our deposit. I don't know. Did y'all?
They did. Because
They
you know what?
did.
It was on my card. That was on that piece of it was on my card, not on our business card. So it was
Oh,
it was on there. Yeah.
okay. I was just making sure.
Okay,
I'm like,
so what about our Florida? I mean, okay, so let's get into
talk about the trip.
Fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so we had some great food. Where did we start? We started out at
Eddie V's.
Lounge.
No, I thought it was at the Voodoo place.
Yeah, the Voodoo Lounge. Remember that event? We had the Voodoo Lounge. We had the smoked wings. We had the oysters. Remember how delicious they were? It's a Cajun spot on what is it? Olos Drive.
Los Olos.
Okay, yes, that's a spot that you got to go to if you're in Fort Lauderdale. Voodoo Lounge. It was really good.
Yeah, and then I think from there we kind of do our normal thing for Airbnb. We kind of got a couple of snacks and drinks. Then we kind of went on to the room, and then we had another adventure that night. So that was the big birthday dinner, and
that was good.
We went to Eddie V's
Eddie
then.
V's.
Yeah. They really laid it out too. I like how Eddie V's threw the 50s all over the table.
Oh yes, that was nice.
The food was good. It's of course it's pretty pricey at Eddie V's, but I mean it's filling, and some folks had caviar and champagne, and
I had a seafood tower that was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I had crab cakes. They were really tasty.
Oh yeah.
Did somebody have lamb chops? Like
somebody had lamb chops, and I had a filet mignon.
I love Eddie V's. They have food.
Yeah, I had filet mignon was good. Oscar with the asparagus. Oh yeah, that was delicious too. So yeah, then we went there, and we wanted to do more, but when you get 50, things start slowing down when they get around 10. Yeah. We had all these plans.
Settle down.
And then we had to go take us a break, and then we had to get started the next morning. But we didn't have anything early planned, which was good. And I think that was our beach day.
Yeah. Well, the second day, what we did was I had a lot of things on our itinerary, but then what I did was kind of everything was kind of we kind of went with the flow. So that was we had things planned, but some things we were taking off the itinerary as we went. I just said, okay, wait a minute.
But if the weather was cooler than we would have expected,
do everything.
It was cooler than expected. I know we had a boat ride, but I was wondering how cool would it have been out there? Because
we had a boat ride plan, but we didn't make it on that boat ride. But we did make it over to a really nice spot, Evelyn's, and it was right there on the beach. It had a really nice it was a real nice setup. It was at the Four Seasons. We got to wear our nice little t-shirts. Tina helped me design these nice t-shirts. We got with my birthday on here, and
Jeanette,
five women were able to come on my trip with me, including myself.
Yes.
We got one for your mom.
Here. And we got one for your mom, so she can be a jet setting diva for
yes. And so
we was jet in them.
Yes.
Jet in
them. And we had an N and an M.
Yeah, because we did have some guests that was with us on this trip.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
I think we did. The food at Evelyn's was good, and then I think we skipped all over. Did we skip over, or was Margaritaville the last day?
No, Margaritaville was the last day. Like we had fun at Margaritaville. Yeah. I loved Margaritaville. I loved that band that was playing that night. Margaritaville was everything.
Yeah, they were celebrating. They were celebrating a festival. I guess they've been there for 10 years. So they had bands. So they had bands, and they had all these activities planned for the whole weekend because it was like their 10-year. I don't know if it was their 10-year at that location or if it was just I don't know how long.
How many years? I don't know if it was 10, but they was celebrating something. And it was a big party.
Yeah. So, but it was nice. But even that little river walk and that little walkway up and down.
That little area was really nice.
The boardwalk is really nice in Fort Lauderdale. You can ride your bikes, you can skate, you can just walk and go to different restaurants, shops, stores, or whatever. I've been to Fort Lauderdale a few times, but I never been to like that area. So I didn't really know about that area.
Okay.
So, and that's in Hollywood, and that was in
Hollywood Beach.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
So we went to Fort Lauderdale and we went to Hollywood. And then we went over to, what was it? Senior Frog. We had a good time.
Yeah.
We had a good time with Senior Frog.
Yep. I turned up and seen
Senior Frog. They're gonna remember us forever. I'll believe that. We're supposed to say what stays in Hollywood's what happens in Hollywood stays in Hollywood.
Yes,
but,
absolutely.
It was quite an adventure. that was one for the books there. And then but we stayed, and the pizza was good. We even had some really good pizza.
What was the name of that place that we went to? I checked in on Yelp there, and so I've got to do a Yelp review. I can't remember the name of it though.
No, I don't.
That
know. Pizza was
so
good.
Much.
That was some good pizza.
It was right next door to Margaritaville.
We ate so many oysters. Lord have mercy. We ate oysters everywhere.
Yes. But what about that nacho? That nacho was for like a family.
That was a mountain. It was a big mountain. We have some pictures of that. We're gonna show it to y'all. It was a big mountain of nachos.
Yeah, the food was good there. But you know what was they have that resort pass, and we were hoping that we could experience the resort. But after going there, it was so much to do outside. We didn't need it. We didn't need to do the resort.
And then the beach is right there. We just went right out there on the beach, went out into the ocean. I mean, we just had our own experience. So that was another thing. We were going to pay $60 to get a resort pass at Margaritaville, and just saved our money and decided not to even do that, and had a great time without even doing it.
Because
had free entertainment and everything.
Would only have gotten you in their pool, and that's it.
Yeah,
because everything else is right outside of Margaritaville.
Yeah, and it's so convenient. It's too convenient for all these other places that were up and down the boardwalk. So I'm glad we didn't pay any money for that one, because we would have probably been like, oh, we want to go outside, and feel obligated to be in there. But but I feel like that was a great trip, great itinerary. We did a lot, we ate a lot, we drank a lot. Some of us fell asleep. Some of us fell asleep. We just couldn't hang with the gang. So we had to take us a little nap and get ready for the next day. But it was fun. Yep,
it was a great 50th birthday for Jeanette, and I hope you enjoyed it.
And thank you, ladies, for coming and celebrating with me. And I can't wait for our next adventure.
Yes. Yep. All right.
Well, I'm Jeanette,
and I'm Yvette,
and I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
So like, subscribe, and share.
Yay!
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
I drew you this year.
Oh, I love scratch games. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome, Tabitha.
They're so sparkly.
Festive, right?
You know it's a good gift when it's hard to let it go.
Kinda wish I drew myself.
Kinda glad you didn't.
Holiday scratch games from the Minnesota Lottery are great to give, and even better to get.
So thoughtful.
I know.
Ready to go? At Metro Transit, we are. With more routes to more places, easy ways to pay, and more convenient options, we're ready to go further. Go easier. Go faster. Go, go, go. And go. We're ready to go. Are you?
Okay, so you wanted to apply for that Promise Act grant for your business when it first came out, right? But you didn't have your stuff together, so you did not qualify. Well, today is your lucky day, honey, because round 2 is happening right now, and there is $60 million up for grabs for entrepreneurs in greater Minnesota, parts of Minneapolis, and St. Paul. But here's some of the things that you got to have before you can apply. Now, you gotta be registered with the Minnesota Secretary of State, generate less than $750,000 in annual revenue, and you got to have your 2024 taxes filed. More of that eligibility criteria can be found at mnpromiseact.org. So go online and get ready so you can go out there and get this money. The deadline to apply is December 14th.